It's the 20th of April today. Easter weekend just coming up, starts tomorrow. That's a bank holiday on the Friday and a bank holiday on the Monday. Anyway, Keithy went and got the box yesterday, made sure all the tyres were up, give everything a good grease up, and made sure the lights are going, everything like that, because it sits all winter. Once we got the cows out, we actually sometimes use, most of the times actually, we will use that as a bale trailer. The box simply lifts off the trailer there, and we've got ourselves another bale trailer if we need it. We've got all the muck to come out of this shed, and we have got already in place a new roof for this shed. We're going to get all the panels off this roof. The guys that come and did the roof for the other shed are going to come back and lay the new roof down for us. I think we're going to try and get the panels off ourselves, so we'll do that. But we've got to get all the muck out, all the barriers can come down, we've got to get all this down. We'll do that later on. We're on hay today. In the meantime, the cows and calves, the oldest ones could probably go out now, so we will start working on them. We want to send them out with their feet trimmed really, so farmers just seeing who's available to come trim feet for us. So hopefully in the next week or so we'll run them through we'll run them through and get them ready for the field, and they will have a black leg injection. They will have, we write all their numbers down before they go out. They get a fly tag. But we're going to be getting cows ready. We want to trim their feet. We've got a load of fencing we've got to crack on with, trying to use up all our old bales while we can, just for litter and whatever else. When the cows go out, you know, anything left over, that's good enough for litter. We just store in a corner until the cows come back in. We start again then next year. But as it turned out, we had a lot of hay, cow hay we called it, made over the summer. That wasn't quite good enough for feed for horses or anything like that, but it eked out that bit of straw that we've got left, and it just looks like we're going to make it, and the weather's helped with that as well. Young Robert has been away for the last few weeks doing his own you know, him and his dad have got their own projects and their own bits and pieces going on, so he's been away for that, but I'm sure he'll be back soon giving us a hand again. We cured our puncture on here. It was just the insert of the valve, the screw in bit of the valve. Anyway, we've got to have a good tidy up around here, and we will have a good tidy up. Once the cows are out, we'll get some planings put down across the yard, and we'll have a good tidy up through the sheds and get everything ready for hay coming in, because it won't be long. We've been and fertilised the grass. Rob and Keith have been and fertilised most of the grasses. I think we've got one more dose to go on some of the crops here and there, sulphur to go on. We're just waiting for the fertiliser to come on that. Actually, we're hoping it comes soon, because that will be going on soon. Linda's meadow hay in the back of the shed, we will once the cows are out and we've littered and we've pulled the barriers down and swept the yard out, we will start moving product around, so that when we've got new product coming in, it all makes sense. So but there shouldn't be that much left. This is all meadow hay, and there's a little bit of different type of hay on the front of that, but there's not a lot left in that barn. There's a little bit of timothy and ryegrass hay, seed hay, in that shed. There's a little bit of straw here. I think that is already sold. They're coming to pick that up. Just little dribs and drabs now. Yeah, we've been going around all the trailers as well. I'll show you this one. Actually, I'll show you this one as well while we're here. Oh god, we had a right we plugged the air in. We hadn't used them, and we'd never had air systems before. We had just a funny, and this might help someone another day. Anyway, the red line went in and the suspension come up, but we had no brakes, and we're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, turns out this end was wrong. We had just a straight through end on here, this end. And it's meant to have that little nipple in there. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it pushes against the tractor end and lets the air through. So yeah, that was quite an interesting thing. We'd never had air, so we did, you know, it was a bit foreign to us, but we were thinking, Christ, what we're going to have to change to get that going. And anyway, farmer clocked it. We nearly had to ring someone, but farmer clocked it. We were talking, we'd love to get a box, cattle box, because that's only a short step. Get a cattle box that went all the way across there, that you could lift on and off. Oh man, that would be something, wouldn't it? And it's a triple axle, double wheel triple axle thing. It'd take it. That would be a hell of a cattle box. You get a lot on there. you know, 1 compartment at the front, 3 on the back. That would be yeah, I don't know, maybe a project for another day. But Farmer's been going around the trailers one by one in the evenings and putting these LED lights are just 10 times better, so much more clearer. So that trailer's had some, this trailer's had some. I think everything now is pretty much LED apart from 1 or 2. That'll make it nice and clear in the summer. Anyway, the air works now because we got the fittings changed. We've got a dolly for the other trailer. We painted that up and got that ready, and that is all ready to go as well. They're all out the front of the farm there, I think. We've got to get these fences done up. We've got a new area. We're going to put some cows and calves over at Colin's because he hasn't got his store cattle anymore. So we're going to put some cows and calves over there to graze, and we need to just make sure that they're contained in the field there. So we're going to put some fences up around there. There's quite a bit of work to do there, so we're going to go and do that. That'll keep them all summer as well. It's a nice area there for them all, so that'll they'll look nice over there. So we've got some more dehorning we need to get on with. That can be done in the next 10 days. We should be getting on with that as well. We didn't get much rain. They promised us, I think everywhere has had a bit of rain apart from us. We've had 1.5 mil. It's not enough. I'll take you around some of the spring crops. Most of it looks really well and has got away, and there's just a couple of fields there not looking as good as some of the others, but you know, for what we've done, I think we're pretty happy. We had Farrell's here yesterday putting a new set of tyres on this little 7716. This is the one that had the brakes done and the brakes, wheel bearings. What else have we done to it? Yeah, I think it was just that one. I can't remember. Anyway, the tyres were on their last legs last year. We ran the risk with them all last year, and then when we took them off again this time, we were like, yeah, we better do something with those. So they're actually Alliance, these ones. They were Michelin's that were on it before, and we didn't get a full set of life out of them. So anyway, I think the tyre boys rate these ones quite nice. You know, they got a thick tyre wall. The tyres hadn't gone down. We could have run the risk and ran them until they did go down, but you know it'll be in haymaking time or something like that when you need the tractor to. But anyway, it's a winter job, that sort of thing. So, and they were overdue, so they had a new set of tyres. So this tractor's in full health again now. It's bank holiday Friday, Easter weekend. Davo's here. He's gonna go fetch a topper and see if the runway needs topping. Me and Farmer are just going to muck out this shed. They feel nice, these tyres, I can tell you already. Just, oh yeah. This tractor, I don't know if it's the tyre size or I don't know, but this tractor is the best driving tractor on the road by a country mile. Farmer's on the loader, we'll be on the trailers. We've got 2 trailers, we just swapped the trailers over. Got a bit of tidying up to do around the back here. Got loads of tidying up to do. We got all bank holiday weekend to be messing about with that sort of thing. Oh yeah, I had a new top link. That's what we had on here. Yeah, did all autumn drilling last year with a top link that wasn't 100% there. Once all this mucked out of here, this is where all the little effers were. We can start getting these panels off the roof. We've got some tie bars to go between the purlins. And the old boys are going to come back and put a new roof on for us. So roof's here, it's ready to go. So we want this done soon before hay and stuff coming in. This was a second-hand roof to start with. It's done its purpose, but now it is leaking excessively. And it's all right, it houses cows, no problem at all. But we put a bit of product in there last year. Then we had that rain come through and it ruined it, and it was a shame. So we thought, sod it, you know, it ought to have a proper roof on it. It's too good. So anyway, Farmer's invested in a new roof for that shed, and we'll put that on, and it'll be perfect then. So we were going to swap steering kits about for the tractors, and anyway, the boys have been using the tractors over the spring. They're all impressed with these Sphere Birkin kits, but the one that's inbuilt on that 7718, it's a massive inbuilt thing. It doesn't run RTK, it runs basic, I don't even know what signal it runs. but it's all over the place all the time. It's not unusable, but it's just annoying to use. Anyway, that new kit we got is designed for a tractor like that, so we are going to inspect the valve, because that's the first thing you're meant to do. We bought a valve for it, and we'll use that valve another day on another tractor, over winter project or something like that. But we're going to stick it on there, see if we can make it work with the tractor's own valve, so there won't be hopefully no drilling and or you know, no changing of the hydraulic systems. We were set to do that, and we were keen to do it, and we're pretty clued up on how it was going. I've got to put you on my head for a second. We were you know, we were 90% there going to start it, but the guys were saying that the other one was pretty unusable, and if there is a tractor to be changed, it is this one that will be changed next. So it's not a necessity that this one gets GPS, because any new tractors will most likely come with you know, their own GPS systems. So we're going to hopefully use that kit for that other tractor. So we keep changing our mind, and it might be that it won't go on there. We've got to send the valve away. They all sit in this gateway throwing their rubbish out. Dirty, horrible people. We don't mind people coming to the countryside and sitting in the gateway, but when they start leaving all their rubbish there, we do mind. Yeah, we've changed our mind quite a bit on that. We even bought a hydraulic valve for the tractor in question, but we just haven't had time. Once you start a project like that, you've got to give it your full attention, and we just, with the calves being bad this year, and yeah, it's just been our lives never end. Our work never stops, if you know what I mean. We're hoping it's a quicker job to put this kit on that other tractor without having to change too many hydraulic fittings and pipes, and change the hydraulics of the tractor. So, but the first thing we need to do is get a picture of the steering valve that's on that tractor, get it sent away to the guys at Severcan. They will tell us if it will work. I don't think it works with every single valve, so that is specific to the valve type, but they're very keen on, you know, you just send them the valve picture, and if it doesn't, then we'll have to go back to plan B and install our own tractor valve. So we need a bit of aircon, because that is quite warm now. One minute you need your jacket, the next you need your coat. But we still haven't had any rain. I think, oh my goodness, 1.5 mil is what we've had total in the last 6 weeks. It's not enough, but it's something. I guess there is meant to be a little drop coming tonight, but we'll see. Fingers crossed, you know, could do with 1/2 inch really, you know, to do any good. But that's our lives. We pray for it to stop raining, then we pray for it to start raining again. Always the way. This is our last stack of straw. We are about 1/3 into that. Cows will be going out in the next few weeks, so well done, Keithy. Keithy came up and pushed it up. Good man. Oh sweet, I've got plenty of space to turn. We've got a muck heap here. We will spread this, yeah, we will spread this. Oh, made it. I've come all the way around the long way. I don't go in that water. I like mucking out. It's easy. Yeah, easy work. Right, it's pretty simple. The tippers tip. Open the doors. With any job, you know, you just got to use your head a bit. If the trailer's on the piss, or you know, if it's leant over one side, you know you're going to have a few problems. I want to get a bit squarer than that. It's so hard to film and drive. You guys go on my head. I'm just going to get I just want to be square to the heap, if you know what I mean. Then like that. And simply lift her up. But if the trailer's leaning over one side, you know you're going to have problems, so you always want it flat and level. this is pretty basic stuff. If you want to start a kiddie on a job, you know, give them this, give them the muck carting job, because it's pretty straightforward, but it can catch you out on certain times. And we'll get all this. This is fielding over winter stubbles, and we'll soon be spraying all this off. This is all I don't know, it's bits and pieces of everything, blackgrass, you know, last year's crop and all sorts. So, but we'll get it sprayed off. Then before Keithy goes cultivating in August, we will get all this muck spread across here. Then we'll put a winter wheat crop in, and yeah, we've been they've shut the door on the SFI schemes now, which is this is in, so that was a bit unexpected, a bit naughty of them, I think, you know, but that's just the classic government. We did take them up on that scheme. We haven't taken them up on many schemes, but that was one we did sort of take them up on, and it was something that you can make work for you. So you get paid to have the fields look like this for a year. In May you can spray them off, so you can clear off all the weeds. In August you can then start cultivating for your next crop in October. I've got a phone call coming in. Dave Butler.
Hello there.
You okay?
Yeah, do you know if there's any straps up here or not?
Straps? Is there any trailers up there?
I haven't looked, but one of the wheels, it won't go on the rim. Is that flat? It's sort of gone off the rim.
Yes. Okay, how do we do that? They're a pain in the arse, them bloody tyres.
Yeah, I tried jumping on it to try and get it on, but it weren't having it.
No. I didn't think about that, Davo. Is it a middle tyre or is it a wing tyre?
It's a middle one, but it's the furthest one on the right.
Is it making it lean over when it's all unfolded? Or can you...
I'm still in the shed at the moment. I didn't want to move it on the tyre, but...
No. Bloody annoying that. Over the bank holiday it'll be a bit slow, so anyway, we're going to get this muck out. We're on the tractor with the new tyres now, so they ride pretty nice, to be fair. I just did one load with them, but they ought to, really, shouldn't they, being brand new? I don't know, you guys tell me. What are there some brands better than others out there? There were Michelin on here before, and they didn't quite last out the tread. You know, they were bulging in places and they had cuts on the inside and splits, you know, they weren't fully worn. You know, you'd have got a couple more years out of them if they were in good nick. But we do put tyres through all sorts of scenarios, a bit of everything, you know, a lot of field work, a lot of road work, you know, even on like rough terrain with rocks and all the rest of it. So to be fair, they've had a good test out there. So, and with the roads being what they are now, you know, we just thought they had to be changed this year. Anyway, Farrell's came out and done them. Farmer literally just tells the old boy he wants a set of tyres, and he won't overdo us on price, and he won't overdo us, you know, he won't give you the most expensive tyres just for the sake of it. And yeah, you know, he'll give you a good tyre at a good price, and we just leave it. We just literally tell him we want some tyres on there and he'll sort it out. There's a man out there actually, he's got a YouTube channel. His name is I think it's One Man Two Levers. A young chap. Oh, he's hilarious, absolutely. Yeah, just if you want an easy watching tyre, all he does is tyres, you know, ag tyres, and I think he does some commercial as well. But yeah, he's a funny lad to watch, but he's good at his job as well. So you watch them boys on tyres and they make it look easy. Yeah, if you want a good channel out there to watch, go and follow that young lad. I think he's up north somewhere, but yeah, always gives you a good laugh in the evening watching him. Open the doors. These two trailers of ours, I don't know how old they are. They're blimmin' donkey's years old, and we use them for everything. Everything. I think Farmer was on about in the summer. We hire a grain trailer, or have done for the last 3 years. But yes, we had a 14 tonner last year, and I think we're actually going to have a bigger one this year. It just gets the combine. The combine can unload twice easy with a 16 tonner, whereas with a 14 tonner it was you had to brim the tank, you know, and then the combine wasn't fully empty, so when you came back he was full. So I think this year, it might not happen, but I think they were going to have a slightly bigger one, a 16 tonner, so we'll see when that comes. That won't be till that won't turn up till end of July, mid-July I would expect. Keithy's got a week off coming up, I've got a week off coming up. I think there's some more fertilising to do. We've got cows to get ready for going out. We want to do some foot trimming if we can. If we can get a foot trimmer man here in time, we will. If not, the cows will just go out and they'll get done when they come in. But we thought they were such a pain in the butt last time, but we thought what we'd do is get them away from their calves, put the calves in front of them, and they might want to come through the crush a bit easier. That's our thinking on it, but it's always easier saying it than doing it. They're not overly keen to get their feet trimmed, but we would like to do it before they go out. We've had a pretty good day. Got all the muck out of there, scraped it clean. It looks a little bit messy at the minute. We're hoping to get some chalk actually. Yeah, we're hoping to bring the level of that barn up a bit, because when it does come a lot of rain, and it is only when it's a lot of rain, the back corner does just flood over a little bit. So we would like, you know, ideally you'd like to concrete the lot, but you can't do it all in one hit. Yeah, we're thinking we can get some chalk in there, raise it up to at least the concrete level at the front there, and that will pick everything up, you know, six inches, something like that. I don't know, but that's a job for another day. We just wanted to get the muck out, and now you've got a bit of dry storage, we can get on with that roof if we want to. Yeah, don't know when we're going to start tackling that. We've got to get the old one off. That will be, you know, as and when we get to it. But we've just had a little fiddle about. Farmer's just pushed a stone up. It's Friday afternoon. Me and Farmer started a 5-minute job about an hour and a half ago. Anyway, they wanted to see this steering valve on this tractor. We knew roughly where it was going to be, but yeah, we had to have the bonnet. We had to move the bonnet forward. There was a little shroud covering it. Anyway, we took some pictures of the valve itself. Can't really show you very much. I can get up there and show you. It's in there. That is the steering valve, all covered up. You can't see nothing with the bonnet on, so we've moved the bonnet forward, took all the bits off. We've got to send all the details of that valve off to the guys at Sveverken. They will check it over and see if their kit is going to work with it, and we go from there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not too difficult. We can, you know, there's some familiar bits on there that we recognise now after doing bits and pieces with it. We should be able to plug a left and a right, a power and a pressure sensor, and then an angle sensor on the wheel, and then maybe it worked. I don't know, we'll see. What we were going to install is this big valve here. We were going to install that on the other tractor and then reroute the pipework around it, but we're hoping we can just fit it on this one. This is how it's meant to be done, so it's meant to be fitted to a tractor like this already. We're not, you know, we're not going to tear anything else apart until we know that it's going to be compatible with the tractor before we start taking the original dome off and everything like that. So, but yeah, I'll keep you posted with that one. Must be the rep from Farrell's again with this nice new truck. Oh no, it's Davo. All right, Dave. Wow, that's a nice truck. Davo's got himself a snazzy new motor. It's pretty nice. Nice, isn't it, mate? I'm too scared to go near it. Might damage it. Right, we're just going to end the video. I'm just going to take you through these last remaining cows and calves. We had one this morning. She was a bit spicy. There's a few in here that are close. I think we're down to 20, must be down to 20 or so. There's definitely 6 or 7 that ain't going to calve, that we think aren't going to calve. This is one of the latest ones. Who's your mum? Hey bud. He was born yesterday. This young man was born just a few hours ago. Farmer had to pull him out. She actually had a bit of a prolapsy thing coming out. Yeah, all the last few months she's showing a big bulge coming out of her bits, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we were thinking, oh Christ, you know, it's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning, prolapse. But yeah, big heifer. Look at the size of that. That's a good heifer. And I think there was one this morning. She's over here. She's a bit spicy. This one's close, number 9. She's getting there. Got one heifer that hasn't calved. 15. She's close. Look at the size of her. She last year, me and Rob were like, Christ, she's going to have triplets or something because she's massive. And she popped out the tiniest little calf. You're like, what's going on there? We will get these tagged up in the next couple of days. We just make sure that they're sucking and healthy. If they're a steer, we like to leave them a couple of days before we put a ring on them. We'll get them tagged up, ringed them. They'll go in this side. Yeah, a fair few in that group in there. We've got to go dehorning again in there. This was this morning's one. She was a little bit spicy earlier on, so we won't get too close. Show you the last ones. Who we got there? 397, you see. I wouldn't be sure about her. I would say she's probably not in calf. She's going to calf soon. She's already got one. Her calf's in there. This girl, see, to me, she don't look that, you know, I don't know if she's going to calf. This young lady, she's got a calf. Her calf's indoors. Good as gold. She's going to have a calf, I can tell. Look at her bag. What's her number? Yeah, she will be in the next couple of days. See, she doesn't look like she's going to calve to me, neither does she. So there's a couple more not. And this one here, 313. Oh, I don't know. I think she will. She might be last. Anyway, yeah, there's 3 or 4 close. We only keep them in here for a little while. So I'll bang her some more food in a minute. Plenty of milk about her. I think calf's been sucking already. Keep her in there till the morning. Farmer might even let her out later on. And he's keeping an eye on everything with the cameras, so yeah, it's good. Number 9's going to calve. She's definitely going to calve. And 13 was another one we weren't sure about. So there's definitely, and 37. She's heifer. And she ought to have a calf, really. There's no reason why she shouldn't calve. But yeah, not sure on her. We will probably give her a second chance just because she's young. And 402 was the same last year. She didn't calve. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. When Cole comes back to do the next set of dehorning, we'll go through that. I don't know what we're starting on next. I've got to get these photos sent away for that tractor. See if we can do something with that. The only reason we're going to put that kit on there is because the system on there is not very accurate, and they want a ridiculous sum of money to upgrade it, and it's not certain that that will cure its problem. So that's the reason for that. But anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll catch up on the next video. It's the bank holiday weekend, so we're just going to be, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Got a bit of fencing to do. We might be doing that. We'll see. But yeah, we'll catch you next time. Cheers.